I'm Robert Fairhead. In September 2020, I launched the Tall and True Short Reads podcast, featuring short stories written and narrated by me from the Tall and True Writers website. My goal for the podcast was to share and showcase something I love doing, writing, on a medium that I also love, podcasting. In Season 1, I released 32 episodes, consisting of 17 standalone short stories and 2 multi-chapter installments. For Season 2, in September 2021, in addition to short stories, I expanded the podcast to include my blog posts from Tall and True, and I launched the podcast website, tallandtrueshortreads.com. Season 2 featured 26 episodes, a mix of fiction and non-fiction writing. And like Season 1, each episode concluded with my writer's insight, explaining when, why and how I wrote the short story or blog post. When I introduced Tall and True Short Reads in 2020, I called it an audio fiction podcast. But 2 seasons on, I've realised I'm producing storytelling episodes, whether they're based on short stories and blog posts, fiction and non-fiction, or tall and true tales. And so, with Season 3, I plan to include other examples of my storytelling from Tall and True, on dogs, travel, memoir, and other topics. And the comedy routine I promised in episode 40 of the podcast, my one-night stand. And there will be more multi-part episodes, like Back to School and Both Sides of the Story from Season 1. The first episode of Season 3 of Tall and True Short Reads, to be released later in September, fittingly starts with a story that begins at the end, once upon a time. In the meantime, check your feed or the podcast website, tallandtrueshortreads.com, for all 58 episodes from Seasons 1 and 2. You can read all my blog posts, short stories and other writing at tallandtrue.com. You can also buy my short story collections from the Amazon Kindle and Kobo online bookstores. Links are available in the show notes. And please follow or subscribe to Tall and True Short Reads and rate and review it via your favourite app. Doing so helps me share my writing with other listeners. You can also support this podcast financially by making a small one-off or regular donation via the Acast supporter page. You'll find a link in the show notes. And finally, please tell your family and friends about Tall and True Short Reads and the Tall and True Writers website.